The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Them him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I RASTA go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Unu prepare the table before I in the presence of our enemy them. Unu anointed I head with unu oil, me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I veni. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah kadama we guruma be tela e. Where two and three meet in the name of the Most High. Jah are so Jaja there. If Jaja never build up your house, the builder I go build it in vain. Same way. If Jaja never watch upon your house, the watchman I go watch it in vain. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it, and them is safe. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. And I give thanks and I say unto your name, King of Kings and Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah, Amasa Yahuda, Amasa Negusto Nogusto Danielam, Komaya Sataya, Haimana Pio Aya. Kadamawe, Grumawe, Tela, How Mausobolisa, Adanu Water, Ewo a sickly for. How Mausobolisa, Akpe Kaka. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushudemo, where we speak truth to power. Of course, this is that nation, the nation of opinions. It is an opinionation. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushudemo. And here we only speak truth to power. And my name, Black Rasta. In every traditional African home, there is a black pot, and each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking, super nutritious cooking. Now, there is a mighty and beautiful and romantic collaboration between the black pot and the ingredients. Now, when the black pot sits on the fire, you see ingredients of so many different shapes, sizes, colors, aromas, and flavors. Abandon all their differences. Push that into one corner and relocate into the black pot to be subjected to some amount of heat. They produce food. Now, this food does not even benefit the black pot, neither does it benefit the ingredients. It benefits us, the eaters. This is one serious lesson we have to take. And this lesson is a lesson of selflessness. Yes, a lot of us do not like to plant trees because we believe we will not live long enough to benefit from the shades of the trees. In my tradition, it is said that a man should not look at planting trees because just as the plant is ready to bear fruits and even decide to open up in a beautiful foliage so people can benefit from the shade, you will die. In other words, we are only deciding that we will not help the next generation, neither will we work for the next generation. In fact, we must always be selfless. We must be that Joshua generation that plants trees. And I'm speaking proverbially. What does it matter if we work today and we do not benefit from the work directly? We have children who will come in the next generation, next 2 generations, and they will benefit from our hard work. If we only think about ourselves and we are selfish, nothing would ever happen for us. Let us take the lesson of the black pot and the ingredients very seriously and be that generation that plants trees, the tree planting generation, that Joshua generation. This is the black pot, and here we don't criticize. If we must criticize, we will just criticize on one condition: to build and not to destroy. We are in the service of God and country, and here we don't personalize issues. It's all about issues. It's an issues-based conversation. This is the Blackport, and we are supported by ISIT. ISIT. Now, if you're tired of social media's negativity, all the bickering, all the backbiting, all the nudity, all the nakedness, all the violence, all the racism, then your app is ISIT. ISIT is the most positive social media app. ISIT simply means in spirit, in truth. That's ISIT. In spirit, in truth. Make connections and build memories on ISIT. Now, ISIT is most popular now because with ISIT, there's no negativity. They have powerful algorithms that will sap out and take out anything negative before it even comes up. And the engineers are always on standby to make ISIT the best social media platform you have ever thought about. Now, the very interesting news is that ISIT was built by Ghanaians in America. And ISIT is ready to take over the world, support the black business. For so long, we have been relegated to the background. Let us support and make this one grow. Oh, yes. ISIT can be downloaded from App Store and Google Play for free. What does ISIT really do? Apart from the fact that it fights negativity. Look, you can upload your videos, upload your photos, and you can even go live. You can make audio calls and video calls and messaging as well. With ISIT, you tell your own story, meet other people of positive mindset. Oh, build your business and build your brand all for free on ISIT. I said it already. Download the app from App Store and Google Play. I am there. Connect with family and friends. Go live. Message. Oh, make video calls and audio calls. And promote yourself and promote your business. Promote whatever is positive. This is ISIT. And of course, I love ISIT. I am on ISIT. Join me on ISIT and let us share this common platform of positivity. My name is Blakk Rasta. Remember, this is Black Empire Media. And we are on YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification button so that every time we come, you'll be able to pick us up. And when you miss us, you can still go back on YouTube and watch us. Be the first to watch us when we come. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification button. We are also on all other social media networks. And make sure that you follow us. This is the Blackport. Our numbers are on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. We love to do business with you. We promote your business and make your business hit the roof. This is the show, the Blackport. Kuku show no more. Today we have a number of issues to look at. Number one. Now the very first issue says what? It says Professor Frimpong refused to be manipulated by AKUFO-ADDO. Wow. This is the professor. Hey, this professor is a medical doctor. One of the very first to do an open heart surgery. An open heart surgery in this country. He returned after training from Germany and he established a very powerful network of doctors in this country. And he supervised a lot of medical activities in this country. He's a respected heart surgeon. Everybody in Ghana knows this guy. So when he decided to go into politics, many were those who were shocked. Yes, we know you have a good heart. You want to support your nation. But you are joining a certain platform that is a platform of demons. Angels have no business in a party of demons. But once you want to be there, let's wait and see what will happen. So like the legendary and proverbial frog running out in broad daylight, he came out running and we knew there was a snake chasing him. Who was that snake? The mother serpent of corruption, Nana AKUFO-ADDO, as has been labeled by the former prosecution boss. We all know that, the chief prosecutor. They call him the special prosecutor, Martin Hamidou, who later became a mere letter writer and lost all credibility because he achieved nothing whilst he was in office. And he blamed Nana AKUFO-ADDO for all these things that he was not able to achieve. Now our headline says, Professor Frimpong refused to be manipulated by Akufo-Addo. What kind of manipulation? Why did Nana Akufo-Addo want him to do some things that he refused to do? What was the problem? This is the answer. Come here, let's look at it. And here we deal with facts. And this I'm reading from Ghana Web. It says, why Akufo-Addo did not reappoint Professor Frimpong Boateng for his second term. And this is the ASEPA boss talking. What is ASEPA? We'll find out. Now, the executive director of the Alliance for Social Equity and Public Accountability, ASEPA, Mensa Thompson, has given the supposed reason behind President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's failure to retain Professor Kobna Frimpong Boateng as the Minister of Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation during his second term. Now, according to him, Professor Frimpong Boateng was hated by leading figures in the Akufo-Addo government because he allegedly refused to pay a fraudulent judgment debt to a company represented by leading figures in the New Patriotic Party, NPP. Speaking in an XYZ TV interview monitored by Ghana Web, Mensa Thompson said that Professor Frimpong Boateng refused to give the authorization for the said company to be paid over 88 million American dollars in judgment debt, even though the president and his finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta were on his neck. Wow, this is getting clearer. Now, the said project was supposed to be done under the NDC government, but it was not done after the change in government. Members of this government decided to connive with the company to come for a judgment debt to the tune of 88 million American dollars. The project was under Frimpong Boateng's ministry, and they needed his validation, but he told the president that he is not in the position to validate the transaction because of the infractions cited by the Auditor General on the project and it not being in the handing over notes from his predecessors, he said in Twi. Mr. Thompson again alleged that the government wanted to use the said company to steal money from the people of Ghana, but Professor Frimpong Boateng stopped it. And that is why he is so disliked by the government, contrary to assertions that he, Frimpong Boateng, harbors some bitterness towards the government because he was not retained as minister. Come here. The company did not go to court. The government went to sit with the company and told them to bring the letter for the judgment debt. They sat down to plan to rob the nation of 88 million American dollars. But Frimpong Boateng refused to validate it. This was the nail in the coffin of Professor Frimpong Boateng. This is the same thing they did to Martin Amidu. Those saying that Frimpong Boateng is bitter don't know the facts. It is President Akufo-Addo and his government that are bitter about Frimpong Boateng, he added. Jesus. So you see, if this is anything to go by, I will not be surprised. Yes, if this is anything to go by, and I will not be surprised. It is a government of thieves. Kleptocracy. Any government that will incite people from the last regime to come ahead so they can connive and steal from the nation is a kleptocracy, a government of thieves. This is a gerontocracy. It is a government of old men and women coupled with kleptocracy. 88 million American dollars. Can we have an investigation into this? Can the special prosecutor look into this? Now, we live in a country where every time we start an investigation, it hits a brick wall. Anytime we start an investigation, it looks like we are on a wild goose chase. We end at nothing. We will investigate until the investigator dies, his great-grandchildren die, and we are still investigating. We hit nothing. It hurts me that, and if this happens to be true, that people that we voted into power and trusted our nation to, believe that they'll be able to change our status quo. They are the people who are conniving with the attires to steal from us. They are the people who are making sure that we will continue to suffer in this nation. I look at the people of Yendi. I look at the people of Binduri. I go all the way to my people in Dolingbuzong. I go all the way to Tumu, and I can only cry because I am helpless. There's nothing I can do. All ladies will call from all these places. They want 30 Ghana cedis to be able to survive. And I sit back and I wonder, what can 30 cedis do? But that is what they need for survival. As to how they work it out, that magic I don't want to know. Yet, we still don't have any mercy for these people and the children that they bear. We still want to steal from the taxpayer. Oh, Mohammed's regime, there was some work that was supposed to be done. Oh, contractual differences and then what? Oh, it's an opportunity. Food for the boys. Come. 88 million. Write and bring. Who signed? Frimpong said, I will not sign this. I came here for my nation. Nana AKUFO-ADDO, this is worse than Alistair Matthias' case. Can you write to Asepa? Write to Mr. Thompson and ask him to make sure that he substantiates. And I know he has all these facts. If you are a man, if you claim you are that man who is too old to steal, that means you took us for a ride. You lied to us that, oh, I'm too old to steal. Yet you are one of the biggest thieves according to some of these things we are hearing. If they all are substantiated. Mr. President wrote to Al Jazeera. He doesn't understand why they said he benefited from some $100 million project that Alistair Matthias, the self-acclaimed gold smuggler, who was awarded by Otumfuor'S himself for stealing gold and smuggling gold on behalf of the nation. Can you believe that? Ghana has gone into the Guinness Book of Records. We are the only country in the world that awards what? That awards what? That awards what? Smugglers and money launderers. Why did Otumfuor'S award Alistair Matthias? For what? For smuggling or for money laundering? Our hands are so bloody. Mr. President, you have disappointed this nation. All these allegations we are hearing, I'm glad that you try to take Al Jazeera on, but this is when you should stand as a man and follow up that story. Again, we need you to follow up this story. Did you plan to steal $88 million of the taxpayers' money? Is that how thieving you are? Let us know, Mr. President. Because I am not excited about this. I wake up and I hustle to be able to put food on the table. I work hard. Sometimes I sit down and now I fall asleep, all because of the hard work when I should have been on my bed. I don't get my money easily. The little that I have, I work very hard for it. So when I see kleptomaniacs in power, practicing kleptocracy, a government of thieves, having graduated from gerontocracy, a government of old men and women, I realize that our country moves from one level of hopelessness to a deeper level of hopelessness. And if we are not careful, we are going to have a government of pessimitocracy. You want to hear it again? Pessimitocracy, a government of hopelessness. I'm so ashamed of this president. Wallahi, I'm so ashamed of this president. I'm so ashamed of Baumia. And he himself is not ashamed. He wants to be president. Who is going to vote for you? The best they can do is to go out and bribe people with 50 Ghana, 20 Ghana, 10 Ghana. And because they are idiots and they have no brains of their own, they don't own their thoughts, they also follow politicians after taking 1 penny from them to vote for them. What kind of a country is this? People cannot stand up and say, yes, I am hungry, but I'm not going to accept this money. I am going to stand by my nation, die for my nation. You are ready to die for your tribe, yet you are not ready to die for the country. You are ready to come out and say, I kai sapashine, kai tilga, kai sapashine, kavne. You are ready to say all this. You are ready to fight for your village chief whose teeth are all rotten. You are ready to fight for your village chief who has not even built 1 centimeter of road in your area. You are ready to fight for a village chief who has 30 wives, yet he has never paid 1 penny for the education of any of the children that he has had. Yet you are not ready to die for the bigger picture of Ghana. What kind of a man are you? When you see some people on social media fighting for their tribes, you realize that these are zoo animals, or these are people who are fit for the jungle. They fight for their village chiefs who are selling cemeteries, royal cemeteries, for filling stations, yet they will never fight for the nation Ghana. When they are killing Ghana, oh, they don't care. But when their villages and tribes are touched, hey, you have touched the lion's tail. When are we going to grow? Hey, I started talking about this when I did not even have a beard. Today, all my beard, everything is getting white. When are we going to change as a people? What is happening to us? If this was not my calling, by now I would have left and gone into some other arenas. I was in America, lecturing in some universities. I could have stayed there. But that's not my calling. My calling is this thing that I'm doing. Whether I get paid or not, it is my calling. I will do it. Professor Frimpong, I thank you for standing against these kleptocrats. Should I say it again? I thank you for staying away from this kleptocrats and pesmicrats. Kleptocrats and pesmicrats. Or better still, pesmitocrats. People who are so hopeless. People who have no belief in the country. Thieves who have taken over power. I love you. I appreciate you. We need people like this. But, Prof, stay in your medical field. Stay away from politics. You will earn your respect. You will gain your respect. This country is not ready for honest people like you yet. Yes, they say he's bitter because of Nana AKUFO-ADDO'S dirty government. Because of Nana AKUFO-ADDO'S pesmitocracy. Because of Nana AKUFO-ADDO'S kleptocracy, gerontocracy. Why should he be perturbed? One day the truth shall come out. It's like a cock. When they take their dirty hands off the cock, it will pop up. Dash it away. My name is Blakk Rasta. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo Dotole. Next. We will make sure our destruction will render Ghana desert. And this is from a man called Monkey Father. We will make sure our destruction will render Ghana desert. A video popped up. A very dirty looking guy. Because he's jumped into Galamsey pits. And he's ranting. Until our leaders behave properly, we will also destroy this country with Galamsey. In the next 20 years, we'll make sure that this work we are doing will render the whole Ghana a desert. Yes, we know that it is going to affect our children. We know it is going to affect those coming after us, but we will do it because of these dirty politicians. Jesus. Before I make my delivery, let's watch that video. Just watch it.
Aha, Royal Monkey Father Bakope. First in ye, Trezina Bacheme. Was your subqua, a yabufu. See a net your man when you pen for some more Ghana so. No matter Ghana, a yard your mope. Omo the Ghana yard your mope. A bozege, Monquachina Mwamo, Machina Mwana, Machichenka Yafono. Aha, what you are one more there. Yes, yes, I say no. Anya Coco Milo 1 seed in tea. What is here? Anya Milo 1 seed in tea. Any other cocoa, Maria? Wow, yeah, down the desert. A bozege. Yes, yes, I say. Oh, yes, yes, I say. Baby, I want a mop moon trazy. What is here? A quasso. A quasso, a quasso body, and you're about to out of them. Oh, and your plantain chips 2 seed in tea. In your better body and wo. And your plantain chips 2 seed in tea. Mpanimfo no momo adwumunye den ena ho wow we den excavator to say the binwa ba ko na kan mo be hye no we mo hye na e beto be 500 aha e bi se galamse no hwa sika e benya na dey no ati say chiche ni e wa ya adwuma 20 years die yanya be no one day yanya sika se e botom no e say the chiche ni aya adwuma 20 years what you say aha anti so manyo mani ya asase no yana na mo na de to ho ma yen na pani bianka ho abruwatia yana na abruwatia ja asase na to no bianka ho nti ya sai asase mo yensa no yakukọ school so mo mi anwuma aba e boso
Lunatics like this are those who are responsible for the suffering of this generation and beyond. And this lunatic is better than the lunatics in power all across Africa. It hurts me. My mood has changed. To those of you who do not speak Akan, he said that this land that we are destroying was given to us by our ancestors. So when we are destroying the land, nobody should stop us. We want to destroy the land. We have been to school, we are educated, yet we don't have any jobs to do. And those in power don't even respect us. They do what they want. So we also want to do what we want. We will destroy the land. He said the money that they make from one day's work of illegal mining, aka galamsey, in the forest, one day is equivalent to a teacher working for 20 years in terms of the cash that this teacher gets. He dares the police to come after them and see if they can really come after them, because he doubts the apparatus of the police in tracing where he is. And the other people, you heard him end the video by dancing. Yes, we are dancing on them. We are destroying the land. We know that this land that we are destroying, our children and children's children will suffer. But we will stop, we will not stop, we will destroy the land. After all, the leaders are also destroying the land, stealing. He has forgotten to understand that two wrongs don't make a right. That's number one. And number two, he has understood that his actions will make the next generation suffer, including his own children. But out of selfishness, he doesn't care. He's a lunatic. He says that they don't use excavators, they use pickaxes and the rest. If the government wants, they can come and pick up all the pickaxes and bend them. They will buy 50 more, 500 more. And they will keep destroying the land. When you have people like this, it is very difficult to have a nation that can develop. You only can make a nation of lunatics. When some people do not believe in civics. So a lot of people ask me, so Blakk Rasta, most of the time when you come and complain like this, do you also hazard a certain solution? Of course I do. What is the solution? I keep saying it every time. It's patriotism. When was the last time civics was taught in school? Moral education recently was scrapped. Civics. How to become a responsible civilian. Now the children who go to school, do they know anything called, what's that book called? Courtesy for Boys and Girls. When I was going to secondary school from 1 at TI Ahmadiyya Secondary School, Kumasi, I salute. Sorry. One of the key items in my prospectus was what? That book. Courtesy for Boys and Girls. You are taught how to behave on the table. Which of the cutlery sets should be in your left and which one should go into your right. You are taught how to dress for dinner, for some other parties. You are taught how to behave in public, at the cinema. You are taught how to behave in the classroom, how to prepare for your examinations, how to even eat like somebody who is civilized. In my days, they taught civics in school. Civics, from civics you can get civilian. Civilized. These people are not civilized. Listen to the garbage coming out of his mouth. Is there any civility in such a human being? Look at his teeth. They look like the teeth of some wild animal in the bush. Much as I am angry at this guy called Monkey Father, that's how he calls himself, I also sympathize with his situation. He might be suffering from some mental neurosis. 2, I sympathize with his situation because we have dirty leaders in power. They don't care about the people. I'm waiting to see that leader who a majority of the people who come out and say, this is a caring government. Atta Mills came for a short while, but there were so many people who said that, yes, he was actually the father of the nation. If today Nana Akufo-Addo dies, can we give him that label, father of all? Abozege, as the man said, monkey father. I don't know what that means. But it's almost like saying, Apun, Wapu. If Nana Akufo-Addo dies today, can you say that he was the father of all? No. You can't say that. If Muhammad dies today, can we say that he was the father of all? No. Kufuor, if he dies today, can we say the father of all? Yes. He wasn't the very best president we ever had, but he did his best in some of these situations. You understand? He might not belong to your family. He might not come from your ethnicity. He might not belong to your political idea or ideology. But he did what he could. Kufuor could be called father of the nation. Father of all. Kufuor was so down to earth. Not Nana Akufo-Addo, who is sitting on a high horse. Very arrogant president. Monkey father, I know you watch this program a lot. Asema o kano. Sebi. Nyan sebi ani. Who say asasino a umma beba bebre. Who say asasino a asasino abeseye wo. Say who say asasino. Man keninu nyina utu. A friend saying banchi ne bode no nyina utu di nyina. Nsu anto a enye wo nkwa na obewu ana mi nkwa na mewu. Wo so bewu bi. Mu use chemicals, nro. And also say assassino. Ebe ma nso na akọ. Rivers money others no even tap. Unumbia obenya cancer. Ade ye yia pa we say yare. But I'm saying skanu de obenya o. Na ude ni nyina so be sa ho yare. Ube yare se aboa koto. Unyati. Utibe pai usaibe tu. Monkey father, think about it. And the rest of the other monkey fathers around who think that because the government is misbehaving, they must also misbehave. Where from that? This is the Black Pot, aka Coco Show, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we have more. Hey! Wayo! This is the Blakk Pot, aka Coco Showdown, and here we speak truth to power. Come here. Watch me. Once we destroy nature, there's no way we can get it back. It's finished. We can try to reclaim, but the Dagombes have a very powerful proverb, which I would like to share with you. You know what they say? Bye-bye, Bavaraza. Bye-bye, Bavaraza. Adia ya share guno. Yentimi se sane nyina. Ube se sao, but untumi se sane nyina. Bye-bye, Bavaraza. I like it. Whatever you have poured away, you might try to pick some, but you will never be able to pick up everything. In other words, don't cry over spilled milk. It's gone. This is the Blakk Pot, and we are supported by Is-It. Now, Is-It is a powerful app, and this app is the true social media, responsible social media app. Now, with Is-It, you can go live, you can make video calls and audio calls, at the same time message. Oh, yes, you can go live, and it's crystal clear. Now, with Is-It, it's produced by Ghanaians right there in America. We have to support the black businesses as well. Connect with family and friends on Is-It. I am on Is-It proudly, and I'm enjoying it. Join me there. Download the app from App Store and Google Play, and it's for free. All these things you do to promote your own business, oh my God, you'll be happy that you downloaded this wonderful app. It's called Is-It, I-S-I-T. It's in spirit, in truth, and Is-It, oh my God. It's that social media app that is all about positivity. If you're tired of social media's negativity, all the nudity, all the racism, all the nakedness, all the violence, this is where you belong. Over here, there are powerful algorithms that take out anything that is negative. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Coco Showdown, where we speak truth to power. And I'm most excited to be with you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's called Blakk Empire Media. B-L-A-K-K, Blakk Empire Media. Subscribe and click on the notification button so that anytime we come out with some of these things, you'll be the first to watch. This is the show. Next story. Watch me. AKUFO-ADDO'S sells suit to suit makers. Why are we saying that? Why are we saying this? Watch the headline. AKUFO-ADDO sells suit to suit makers. Jesus. You see it? Can you see? Charles III was crowned king. And some very important world leaders were invited over. It was a day to showcase the richness of culture. It was a day that was supposed to be very colorful. So many countries represented. The Arabs were there in their hijab. The Africans were there representing their different cultures. Nana Akufo-Addo and Otumfuor'S represented Ghana. Now watch how the Otumfuor'S appeared. Can you see? Now look behind him. Who do you see? The person you see behind the Otumfuor'S wife, is that person from China? Is that person from Afghanistan? You see that this is an Arab by the way he has dressed, right? So everybody was there to represent their culture. Look at the great Otumfuor. Look at his appearance. Look at his face. No bleaching, nothing. No cosmetics. 100% Otumfuor came. I respect this man. Oh, Jesus. Next time I meet him, I will embrace him so hard that his lips will pain him. This Otumfuor. Look at the richness of the culture. Look at the kente. This is not fake China kente. Proper kente. Otumfuor wore this to the coronation. The whole world was looking at Otumfuor because he was unique. Different from everybody. We have seen so much of the Chinese, seen so much of all the other cultures. This is the culture that stands out because it's unique. You can't imitate this. Which other people dress like this in the world? Nobody. Nobody. Kente is the most popular fabric in the world. Bonre Kente. Otumfuor represented his culture. And look at his wife, standing by him, sending the message far and wide. The only problem I have here is not the representation of the culture. It's the name of Otumfuor's wife. They call her Lady Julia. Why Lady Julia? Are you British? Are you the next British monarch? Are you an American? How can Otumfuor Osei Tutu? Listen to the name Osei Tutu, Etutu, Etutu. Your wife is Lady Julia. No. We want to hear names like Otumfuor'S, Tutu, Bam, 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 Bam. So. Names that can uproot anything on our way. Names that can raise the dead. Like Nana AKUFO-ADDO'S name. Nana Addo, Dankwa AKUFO-ADDO. Powerful name. Not names like Justice, John, Mary, Julia, Jonathan, Jeremiah, and all those names. They are not proper names. They are names of rapists. They are names of rapists who came to Africa to sodomize our fathers and rape our mothers. I have no respect for those names. Pick up names that represent us. Lady Julia is not a good name. It must be changed. Look at the Arab man at the back representing his culture. Look at the king. Bring back the king at his own coronation. Look at how he dressed. He and his wife, and look at those behind him. Do they look like Africans? No. Do they look like Nigerians? No. Do they look like Ghanaians? No. Do they look like Togolese? No. But look at Nana AKUFO-ADDO and his wife. Such a disgraceful president. So disgraceful. Look at what he's wearing. He couldn't even learn from his wife that you need to appear African. This is a world pedestal where you have to go and sell your nation. Then you go dressed like a caricature who has just been released from the Amazon forest. Look at that. Watch this. You are going to sell suit to the suit makers. The Dagombes say that when a man, if you want to see that a man has gone mad, is when he carries salt to the buyer to go and sell. In the days, salt was mined in the boya is still mined there. Rock salt. So if you carry salt elsewhere, you go straight away that you are going to sell salt at the boya. Then you know that you have gone crazy. That's what Nana AKUFO is. It's a shame. When I saw this photo, I said, this president is not serious. This is not a serious president. You are talking about year of return, beyond the return. And you are representing suits. You are the ambassador of suits. Italian suits. What prevented the president from wearing something very African? You are Akan, even if you had worn kente. Just like you did at your swearing in. You could have worn that thing there. This president's name would have been all over the place. Look at his wife. Look at the attire. And you go and wear this oversized suit. And you look like a stick in it. It's so sad. I'm so sad. When we work so hard to be able to propagate our nation, work so hard to be able to put us there culturally, like Otumfuor is doing. Imagine Otumfuor standing before this king and showing him that I am African. Oh, this is the president of my country. Then he turns around and sees Nana AKUFO-ADDO standing there. You think Otumfuor will be happy? Look at this. So beautiful. Look at Otumfuor. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Watch this. Look at the floweriness. Look at the beauty. Oh, Jesus. Dash it away. Mr. President, watch me. You have disgraced this nation enough. It looks like you have no vision. We were told long ago when WikiLeaks leaked all those cables from the American embassy in Ghana here that you don't look good in African wear. But I believe if you get a good designer, he will give you a certain African wear that will make you look good. Of course, we've seen photographs of you in African wear, making you looking so good. Of course, your swearing in was so beautiful. You are something nice African to wear. So you only want to look Ghanaian in Ghana. And when you leave the shores, you look like the British because you want to wear beg. Or you want to be their house nigger. What a shame. Dash. When we return, we have more. Hey! Wayo!
Blackpot, AKUFO-ADDO'S.
This is the Black Pot, aka AKUFO-ADDO'S. Did you know that Uganda was the topmost producer of millet in Africa? Did you know that? Well, that's it. This is the Black Pot, aka AKUFO-ADDO'S, and here we speak truth to power. Come here. Nobody is bigger than the truth. Next story. Next story. Otumfuor'S umbrella in the UK. Jesus. This is Nana Otumfuor, Ghana's wonderful Ashanti king. Look at the man behind him. Look at how he's dressed. And he met with the king. They were in a roof. There was no sun. But he still had the umbrella on top of his head. Ah, Kai, this man. Many have criticized this. They said the main aim of the umbrella is to protect the king from the vagaries of the sun and sometimes of the weather. Why would Otumfuor have this umbrella on top of him? Now the Asantes have a number of umbrellas. It's not just one umbrella. And they all have their historic and cultural significance. If you don't know, then you don't know. I'm a man of tradition. So when people look at things physical like this and they start to comment, they have to be careful. Otumfuor would have liked that he would not even have this on top of his head. After all, he would always have to look around and see if he's under the umbrella or not. How many of you have had somebody hold an umbrella on top of your head like that? You would have to be careful you don't step out of it. You have to make sure you're always inside. So it even impedes your movement. But Otumfuor had to do with that. Let's look at the story and I'll make my delivery. Watch the story. Why the Asante Hini was covered with an umbrella during a closed door meeting, underlined closed door, with King Charles. Run the story. The Asante Hini Otumfuor'S II is being bashed on social media after a picture of him under an umbrella in a closed door meeting with the King of Britain, King Charles, went viral. Some social media users are surprised the Asante Hini was covered with an umbrella, even in an enclosed room. But it is the use of the but is the use of the umbrella in the Ashanti Kingdom only for outdoor events to protect the king from extreme weather conditions. According to literature, and listen, the use of the umbrella by rulers in the Ashanti Kingdom is very symbolic and not just to protect kings against weather conditions, harsh weather conditions. Here are some of the reasons for the use of the umbrella in the Ashanti Kingdom. A variety of umbrellas called chinie. In Bulgar they say kinie. A variety of umbrellas called chinie in the Twi dialect was developed by the Akan in response to the need to provide a cover or canopy for the kings and chiefs. The Asante has a wide range of umbrellas which symbolize significant traditions as well as the authority of the Lord of the Ashanti Kingdom, the overlord. The Prekese umbrella was made for King Osei Tutu, King Opokuware. I beg your pardon. And Prekese, the English name for Prekese is galbanum. It's a medicinal thing, medicinal plant. You can read about it in the Bible, the book of Genesis and beyond. Ancient. Listen carefully. The Prekese umbrella was made for King Opokuware, with Prekese as the what? Ntuatere. And it symbolizes the Ashanti's omnipresence and omnipotence, like that of Prekese. His presence is felt everywhere. My God. What is that? Ntuatere or Ntuatere? I will find out what that means. But it just means that the Prekese or the galbanum was used to make that umbrella. It has a sweet smell. In fact, those of you who understand spirituality, it is also spiritually protective of whoever uses it against some demons and some other such things. So if you see the Asante Hene with an umbrella over his head, it's not for the sun alone. It is also to protect it against evil spirits. And when I say it, I mean the kingdom. When the Asante Hene goes down, the kingdom suffers. The symbol of the kingdom is the Asante Hene. So Opokuware had Prekese chinie, and that was what he used. There is also the Oyokomai. It was made for King Osei Tutu. It signifies that the royal family belongs to the Oyoko clan, and as a result, this umbrella represents him. The umbrella Otumfuor'S was covered with when he met King Charles looked like one of the umbrellas from a group of three called Okrompong Chinie, or as Patom Chinie. Forgive my pronunciation. It is made from two aharanta leaves and it's used to symbolize unity. You see? Did you know aharanta? It's a symbolism, unity. So it's not just for the weather. In fact, maybe if the rain is even falling, they will bring a different umbrella for Otumfuor. Because that is not necessarily the purpose. It's a spiritual symbolism. And if kings cannot be culturally rich like this, and you want them to be modern, like what is happening, then we'll soon start having kings who are marrying men. Queens who are marrying other women. But culture does not permit that. Do you get it? Now the proverb behind it is Aranta mienu kaboma eye opepe. I know opepe. Which translates when two Aranta leaves are brought together, they yield thousands. Opepin. Opepin. Opepin, 1,000. They catch me. I studied tree at Tiaman secondary school. Coming from the north, mixing the Bani alphabets with tree alphabets. The tree master never liked me. But I tried my best, scoring 0 every time. Today I'm reading tree. And the tree master made us say, now Pemasem, where we call Yame, and for Ukransi, what, and then me catch tree. Me buy a mass, I mean to me catch tree, now me, and obey me, and I'm a bay groundworks, and I'm in Brie, and the mina make a tree. Ah, Tamia Nukaboma, and ye opepin. Opepin. Nana piao, 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 Nana piao, piao, piao. Nana has done well. He has the umbrella over his head. You see, Tamianu Kaboma. Eye, opepin. A chrese. Ahanta, Mienu Kaboma. Eye, opepin. Thousands. This is beautiful. Dash. Nana, piafo, 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 piafo. The last story and we are done. The last one we are looking at today, we're going to spend just a couple of minutes here. We are done. Jesus. 80-year-old former minister marries 9th wife. Hallelujah. 80-year-old former minister. Who is this man? Hey, Papa Ade. This was the minister of lands. How many of us remember? Professor Dominic, something. I don't remember the other name. But that's him. This is his 9th wife. Hey, and then there was Sisi Adin, Papa. Hey, Papa no. Berma no. Run the story. 80-year-old former education minister Dominic Phoebe. I know this man very well. Grabs 9th wife. Read the story. Professor Dominic Phoebe, a former member of parliament for Asin South and former minister of education, has married again. Reports say the new wife is 27 years. That means he's 53 years older than his wife. 53. 27-year-old young woman. Now the marriage, according to a source close to the family, is the politician's 9th union. A short video clip from the occasion captured the politician cum educationist in a kente cloth happily dancing with his new wife who donned a white and gold beaded laced corset gown. I like it. Holding his wife's waist with his right hand while the woman had a hand on his shoulders and wiping his bald head one after the other. Once in a while, come onto his pot belly and wipe it small. It's all love. The two danced to Dada Kadi's love song, Fatia Fatankruma, and cheers from the audience. Why are they? He was born on the 16th day of July in 1942. Dominic Phoebe was a legislator from January 2001 to January 2017 on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. He was also the Minister of Lands, Forestry and Mines during ex-President John AKUFO-ADDO'S administration. He was once a lecturer at the University of Cape Coast. I'm going to try and remember some things that I remember about this man in the next edition. There are some things. But look at the dance skills of the 80-year-old man who is marrying his 9th wife. Bring me that video. Hey, Osama. C'est moi. Congratulations, oh Papa. I pray that when I'm 80, it will be Sissy Bedin, sir. 9th wife. To God be the glory. Congratulations. Love. Look, love is all about love. It doesn't really matter the age. If there is love, even if it lasts for 1 year, it's better than hate for even 1 second. To God be the glory. My name is Blakk Rasta. Thanks so much to Is It in Spirit, in Truth. Download it from App Store and Google Play. This is the most positive social media platform. I am on there. Many other people are there. Yes, let's meet and talk. Beautiful. You can do anything you do with social media except the negative ones. Now you can go live. You can also make audio and video calls. You can do messaging. Yeah, download the app from App Store and Play Store. You know, Google Play. No problem at all. And it's for free. Connect with family and friends. My name is Blakk Rasta. And remember to also subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's called Black Empire Media. That's what is there. Black Empire Media. And click on the notification button so that you get to see us the very first time we come on. This is my name. My name, Blakk Rasta. And I love you. We meet again. Until then. Woyo!